Okay, everybody, here to record another playtest video here on our journey into the regionals coming up in December. Today we're still testing Blue-White Lotus Field Control, or variants of it, at least till we get tired of it. We have some new cards from Wilds of Eldraine to test today. Specifically, we are running 3 Virtue of Persistence / Locthwain Scorn. We're more running it for the Locthwain Scorn side than the Virtue of Persistence, but the Virtue of Persistence is a great win con. Basically, for those of you who haven't seen the new card, target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn, and you gain 2 life if you cast the Adventure side, the sorcery. The Locthwain Scorn, and there's an enchantment on the Virtue of Persistence side for 5 and 2 black, and it says at the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So it's a great win con in the late game, and in the early game you just use a Locthwain Scorn as a great removal spell that also gives you life. And one of the things that we found over time here is that the life gain, I think, is really important. We're going to do another, what I call league challenge here. We actually tested a little bit with this version of the deck already. We're playing on the arena ladder, and we've gone 5 and 2 with it so far. We wanted to do some more testing. We figure we'll continue with the leagues, at least until I get tired of it. If I keep running into a lot of, non-experienced players or non-competitive players, we'll move over to do arena ladder stuff. I honestly thought when I started doing the floor events that it would probably net me more competitive players, because, those are the people that are going to invest the gems, but apparently there's a lot of people willing to invest gems who are just playtesting with some janks, so we'll see if that continues to be a problem, but otherwise that's what we're going to be doing here. Alright, here we go. Let's test out and see how it does. Alright, looks like we got somebody. Little monkey. We'll play first. Our hand doesn't have a lot of lands here. Needs a lot of help. I will keep it, but it's not the best keep we've ever had. I just really don't like mulliganing 2 land hands if I can avoid it. Interesting. Well, they seem to be some sort of Lotus Field deck. It's going to be interesting to see what we do here. Sure. Interesting. So I am letting them get a Lotus Field and a copy trigger, but it also lets us untap with the fairy, so that's going to be pretty good. Sure. I know they can't go too far into the combo this turn. They might be able to next turn. Sure.
This isn't a fight. Let's skip to the good part.
Okay. See what they're gonna do here. So right now we're already at a disadvantage. They have more mana than us, though we do have a Thespian Stage to copy, so it really depends on what they're gonna do. We also just have no way of really interacting with them game 1, so we just kind of let them do whatever they're gonna do. I'm assuming it's some sort of Genesis ultimatum of some kind. It really depends on what it is, though. Because, I mean, if it's a creature, then we can just... Sure.
Time to light up the darkness. This can't be the end. Use it wisely.
So this way they don't get a copy of their next spell. Which they were going to get 2 Pour of the Pages, which was going to be pretty disgusting, so... And we're tapped out, but I mean... I went over 3 Pour of the Pages, so they literally only have 1 more left in the deck. You've seen a ton of cards this turn, though. So, whatever they're going to do, they're going to do. There's really not much we can do about it. They're going to do it one more time? Sure. Again, nothing we can do about it. We are F6'd over here. That's kind of funny. Okay, you can have another Arboreal Grazer. I don't think that's what they were trying to do, but okay. Say sorry. Yep, draw their card. Yeah, so this is why in my other video I played blue-white Lotus Field combo. The reason is because there's just such a fail rate from this version.
No time for a break.
So I think the first thing we're going to do is this. We want discontinuity, because that's exactly what we're looking to get. And I don't know if they would play any main deck counter magic. Don't think that does anything. Now we see what they're going to do. If they have interaction, they have interaction. But I mean, if they try to go for the Pour of the Pages, we'll discontinuity. Sure. We all get to have all the mana. Go ahead and copy a Lotus Field. See if they have any responses to that. Nope. Perfect.
Hurry.
That was a good draw. So I think this turn we're just gonna Hardcast Shark Typhoon. That's gonna be a no for me, Jim.
No time for a break.
We'll take a Jawari Disruption. A Behold. We'll pay the 2 line. Probably discard. Yeah. Not really useful for this particular matchup. Probably could have discarded the Doomscar to be fair, but you know. 3, 6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just stop them at every turn.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Phase you out of the time stream. I'm not going to sit this one out. We need to move quickly.
Okay. So go. Did not get that, but do what they'll be able to do from here. We will discard. Sure. I don't know what they're gonna do here. They've got to be able to win this turn. It's a tall order. Are they going to rope us now? I'm wondering if that's what they're doing. They get kind of ticked off at us. They did a Lotus Field thing, and so did we, but we kind of stopped them at every turn. Yeah, looks like we're getting roped, guys. No, they're doing something. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Sure. Have nothing to say about that. Sure. Sure.
I am Karn.
Sure.
True goodness can never be corrupted.
Ah. You have a lot of mana left there. Sure. I mean, you can take out my tokens. I'm not that worried about that. Sure. So, pass. So what we will do is go... I guess the blue-white doesn't really matter, does it? No.
There is always another fight.
We'll go ahead and make him do it.
Hurry!
He's just gonna get copied, but that's okay. Then we're going to... Okay, now what do we want to do? Probably Dream Trawler. No, we want a Memory Deluge. Not anything we really want, but okay. Yeah, so we got it pretty locked up here. I mean, there's really not much they can do from their side. I can't really do much about that, I don't think. 3, 6, 7. So I can flash this back, but it doesn't do anything. That's interesting. Resolve all. That I don't care about. Sure. Good luck.
I'm not ready for you
Sure.
quite yet.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. I am almost sad to see you go.
Sure. Not the most effective use of mana I've ever seen, but okay. Now you're gonna minus
I know what must
on
be
himself, I'm guessing.
done. Not so fast.
Sure. Okay. So now we're gonna do this. I need discontinuity. I need a way to get rid of that stupid thing. What can we do? Huh. It's not really what I was looking for, in all honesty. Interesting. I actually don't know what we do about that. I mean, we obviously are taking the two Teferis, but the problem is we don't have anything we can really do. Oh, I'm a fucking 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was stupid. I forgot about my mainland. That was my dumb fault there. Alright, so let's bring in some stuff here. So alright, let's try it like that. Long game. Forgot all about my mainland, in all honesty. That's a perfect hand. Keep 7. We're just gonna go ahead and do this now. Pass. Ooh, they needed mana. Which means we're probably gonna get off our discontinuity. Definitely means we're getting off our discontinuity. Now, granted, I don't know what they could have, but control. So they get a turn. They can do this, cycle, float a mana, untap, half 5, be able to do the thing. Which is what I'm assuming they're going to do. So they can cycle, yep, then cast a core over the pages, sure. That is not what I thought they were going to do. So they're leaving up a blue so they can leave up their counter spell. Okay. Nope, no counterspell. Oh no, nope, still leaving up the counterspell. Well, if they're leaving up the counterspell, I guess we have no choice but to do the same and just pass. Not exactly what I wanted. So they could definitely have a lot of counter magic up right now. So they can try to counter it with the counter unless I pay 3, but I can pay the 3. Sure, double miss dispute, sure. I'm fine with that outcome. So it means they don't have a lot going on in their hand. And they'll use a lot to fight over that. Poor. About the best outcome for us we could have had.
I know my responsibility. Keep up the pace.
And now that we got Teferi online, it's very hard for them to come back from this because we have a Narcissus reversal for anything too dangerous that they play. We have a Memory Deluge to dig if we really have to. So the onus is on them. So more mana. They have all the mana in the world. Yeah, that's fine. And then just conceits. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, that's the problem with playing the green version on Arena. We just don't have enough pieces yet for the deck to be completely functional. I mean, it can be fine, but like, it just... I feel like if you're gonna play that style of deck, the blue-white variant I showed off in the last episode of this was probably a better version. Now, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but that's just my take on it, my 2 cents. Okay. Well, 1-0 so far. Didn't really get to showcase the new cards as it wasn't really relevant in that particular matchup. Also, not to be said in commentary in the games, most of the decisions that you saw me make were pretty obvious ones. Other than me almost missing lethal, that was really stupid of me. Sure. Really need to draw some lands, but I mean, you know, a cycle. Of course, of course. Oh, dearie me. Sure. Another mirror, and I'm missing a land drop. Yeah, we're just gonna concede. We're missing a land drop. They have they did the thing. Our hand doesn't really do anything there. There just wasn't a point in playing that out. A little unfortunate that we're running into the mirror an awful lot here. At least down to 2, down to 0. Not really getting to showcase off our new card at all. It's kind of sad. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe we'll keep him in the Dream Trawler. Yeah, I don't think we want anything else. Nope. Okay. Just did not line up in that draw. Couldn't find the lands. We'll play first. We'll definitely keep that, that's fine. It's funny, so far in these events, like, my worst matchup has been the mirror. Like, or a deck that does something similar to what we do. Like, pretty much every single time. Sense. We're going to do this because if they want to discontinuity us, we're okay with it. Because if they did, that's a little unexpected, but okay. Sure.
Done it. That's coming off.
Guards, to me.
May your blade strike true.
I think here, there's no way they don't have a counter spell, so I think what we do is we play this tapped, play this, so you go.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Oof. Go.
Always glad to meet my match.
Sure.
Dueling you will be excellent research.
Sure.
Seek and find.
That's a nope on that one, bro. I'm gonna make a 4/4.
Remember your training. I'm not impressed.
Your aggression is noted. To the library.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Okay.
You should be scared.
More data will be needed.
Trust me. You'll thank me. You know what? I'm not.
Sure.
We've got the edge in this fight. Still
Really
have
should have
much to
seen
learn.
that coming.
mean, it's unlikely that they're not going to just get it here, but I mean, I'm just not going to concede. Sure. Fair enough. Good game. Yeah, mirrors somehow seem to get us like every time. I don't know how, but somehow every time it ends up being the thing we lose to is the mirror. I don't think we can ever do better than 4-1. We just always end up getting paired against the mirror and somehow always having the worst luck in those matches. But what's funny is on the ladder, I'll end up winning more often than not against the mirror, but for some reason, just luck of the draw whenever I get paired in this event always seems to happen this way. Oh well. I mean, so far we haven't really got to test the card or show it off, I should say. Because we have tested it, it seems okay, but like we haven't got to show it off because both matches so far have just been Lotus Field decks. And the one we just saw is a slightly more common version of the deck. The Tameo, it depends on whether or not you follow Patrick Wu's philosophy. Which he's a good Magic player, so I mean, it's respectable. I just personally don't like the card. I'm playing the same match again. Okay. I mean, sure. I guess there's just nobody in the queue. Oof, that's rough. He must have had the combo and he kept it on the strength of that. You have to discard. Concedes. And that makes sense. You kept the one lander and it did not pay off. Well, I guess let's see if we can get revenged here. This is just not a good day to show this combo off. Alright. Or rather, I said combo. Not a good day to show this card off, sorry. My head's on the Lotus Field combo. This hand doesn't do the thing, but I'll keep it. Looks like we're both playing fair Magic this time. Sure. It is unfortunate, but this is rough, but I think it's what we gotta do. gets to land as the fairy, which sucks, but I mean, there's really nothing you can do about it. We have another play.
Let's slow this. We need to move quickly.
The one plus side to this is it's not bad.
How long do you want to wait for a rematch?
So my hope here is that he goes for a greedy play. Yup.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging. I know I noted this somewhere.
Sure. Oh, that's a little annoying, but okay. That was actually kind of brutal. That didn't mean to do that. I think they have this game anyway. Oops. Yeah, I meant to play it as a land there. I think we lose this game anyway. There's no reason. We're just going to. We messed that up. That was stupid. I think we're going to lose that game anyway, in all fairness. But yeah, that was stupid. I meant to play that as a land. I just clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. To be fair, I think we're losing that one anyway. They just have so much mana on us. That one will keep. We do the thing. Blue pass. They get to do the thing too, which is a little dangerous, but I think us being on the play makes it a little better for us. 6. Ooh, they did not have a payoff to it. That is very, very nice. I'll play this. Was it their turn? They could flash an Emperor if we do that, which is fine. No, just pass. Disc on there because it exiles it. They're on the behind. We just don't need to do anything. Combat attack. that one will resolve. Do we want to fight over the discon? I think we do. Sure. Yeah, I didn't think they could do anything. Now the reason we don't thought distortion here is it's too scary if they have...
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. Years of training. For this? My judgment is final.
Okay, they're down to 6 mana. Seven mana. I mean, here we'll try to make a 4/4. They can't flashback Deluge. They can discount it if they wanted to. Because if they do have the thing that bounces discontinuity in response, yeah, game's over now. end. We do that, by the way, because we don't want our opponent to... we don't want our opponent to be able to respond, because when we get tapped out, there's not much we can do. If they're already on the back foot, you know, we want to put them as behind as possible. Game, set, match. Well, we evened the score against each other. Alright. Well, played against 3 Lotus Field decks in a row. 2 of the same person. That was interesting. Alright, let's see what we got going on here, guys. I'll go first. And this hand definitely needs some lands, but... I mean, we're not going to throw it away. Let's see what we're playing against. Ah, black-red. Okay. Sure. So we're going against black-red mid-range. Sure. Need some help from our deck here. That was not the help we needed. Well, that's bad. I guess we don't want to turn on the removal spells, because I mean, we can play it, it just turns on the removal spells for no apparent reason. I guess we don't really have another play, so sure. We don't got anything else to do. Fortunately, 3 draw steps, we didn't find land. That is unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and concede. There's no way you can come back. There's nothing we can do. They have too much card advantage. We didn't draw lands. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Okay, so... this one we definitely want a couple Dove and Speedos. Since they have a lot of stack stuff, so like, you know, trying to get a Dream Trawler is just kind of a pipe dream. If we ever landed, it's hard for them to deal with, but it's just so difficult. I don't know, maybe we'll just try... I'm thinking, guys, sorry. We'll cut a Fateful Absence, bring in a March, cut one of the Farewells. Then I think cut... yeah, I just think the Dream Trawler is too much of a pipe dream, to be honest. I mean, it is good against Black-Red, more specifically against Black-Red stack, but it's just too much of a pipe dream against Black-Red mid. They have too many ways to deal with it now. We'll keep that, I guess. Okay. Hopefully we don't get Thoughtsseized or Duressed, which we probably will, because that's like 9% of their deck. Yay, we didn't. We get some card advantage going. Sure, you can Blood Type Harvester to your life's delight there. Do not care. Sure, get in there. And we've got now Fable. So that's fine. Sure. Sure. unfortunately, I don't think that's what we're looking for right now, although Teferi is usually pretty great, just not what we're looking for. It's definitely this one. Yep, get in there for 6. Not exactly what we were looking for. Also, still not what we were looking for. So I think here... Oh, sure. You want to prevent it? I'm cool with that. Yeah, no, that's fine, bro. That does not matter to me whatsoever. I think I'll use this opportunity to get this down, and that's it. Know about the farewell. First thing to do is attack, put me down to 8. Yep. I'll then do anything else. My guess is they know about the farewell, so they're wanting me to farewell to get rid of that. Nope. Sure. You want to reuse some rules as well? You're more than welcome. Sure, that's fine. Get rid of my deluge. They're really trying to force me to use that. Sure. Okay, yeah, now we'll use it. Okay, so we have 6 mana. So it's hard cast this. We're gonna draw a card. Play this, which they know about. I figured shield was fine. I'll go to 6. They have a blood. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm gonna go 3. Sure. Ooh, this is gonna be really good. Okay, so we're copy the Lotus Field, untap, farewell all modes. And we end our turn. Sure. Sure. Okay, that one's kind of bad. Could make it blocker. No. Yeah, we'll do this. Ooh, that was a good one. So we don't want to disc on yet. We want to see what they're going to do. Let's see. What do we want to do here? So first, we want to copy. Which one do we want to copy? Actually, cancel that. So we got 6, 1, 2, 4, 5. So I think we go. Ooh, that was really good. Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of seals it. Okay, so decent there. So far, so good. Do I want to change anything? I think maybe I don't need as many. I'd rather have another Faithful Absence, get rid of Shieldred, but other than that, I think, nope, everything's fine. I think we just want the Dovin's Veto specifically to stop stuff like Go Blink and stuff like that. We just really want to stop them from resolving. I mean, not the best hand I've ever seen, but not the worst I've ever seen either. Go ahead, make us discard some stuff. What do you want us to discard? They're trying to hurt us on lands, sure. Well, that one's not good. We need something else. If we could draw like Discontinuity next turn, that would be super good. Yep, the Tide Harvester, land tapped, say go. Nope, untapped. Well, that wasn't bad, all things considered. Next. And turn. Sure. Can't believe they keep being go through it against us. Okay, sure. We'll take our beats. And that's really annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. Sure. Okay, so when I can copy, it just doesn't matter though. I guess just to be safe. No, I'll just turn. Yeah, as I said, there's not a draw. Okay, so we've assembled our double Lotus Field. 4 in the graveyard. Sure. Do you have land plus? Yeah, land plus. Play that. Okay, cool. Sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. So we'll discard. So I think, hold on. So they can attack us for basically 9 damage next turn. Let's think about this. We'll have double that? Sure. 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 We will. Which one's it targeting? That one? So we'll get to Fairy plus Disco Movie. Hope to God they don't have Thoughtseize. Okay, they don't. Good job. Good deal. Blue. White.
I know what must be done. We need to move quickly.
Okay, so we will... Enters tapped. Next. Why don't we do it on their upkeep? So we will... I think the first thing we do is... So I need a way to deal with their guy. So we have this, and we have this. I'm not sure that's enough yet, though. We play a land. If we minus, they can activate one of these. We don't have enough to do anything, so I think, yeah, we definitely plus.
Let's skip to the good part.
And that's not bad, because I can play that as a blocker, untap, I have 6 mana. Still not enough to do everything I want to do, is it? No, I think I would rather have... We'll see what they do. We have discard fodder for the Crocuses, so we're not going to take the 3 from that. Depends on what they have. rid of the Croxa.
This is what you
And
get
we let
for
them
hurting
get
my
us with that. Then on our turn, do we do anything else? Do we cycle for 2? That's actually a question, isn't it? No, we'll just go to our turn. So that's the first thing we're doing.
Keep up the pace.
So I think here we go 3 white, white.
Until next time, then. May your blade strike true.
Sure, you can resolve your Fable. Resolve second Fable. Then end of turn, we're gonna copy a Lotus Field. And then go to our turn. We will draw a card.
Hurry.
Okay, so we can play this. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think we... Okay, so he's done all his drawing he can do. We have a Teferi on ultimate. We have another Teferi in hand. You have to be able to answer that up. We have a Shark Typhoon in play. We are at 6 life. Sure. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and make another guy. And then on our turn we'll draw. Sure. Okay, now this is where things get a bit tricky. We could ultimate here, but then we go to 2 in order to ultimate. I'm not sure that's worth it. I think just tucking it is probably better.
You need to take a time out.
And then I think we go... End of turn. Great, so we will -3 on one of them.
Let's take it back.
We will... I think we'll wait one more turn. Blue, white.
Let's slow this down.
Plus here.
We need to move quickly.
And then we will go next. Fly in for 2. I could cast that on tap 2 Lotus Fields, but I think we'll just stay safe. Because now I don't think there's anything they can play that'll bring them back in this game. Yep. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Got it against black-red mid. Alright, one more. We are consistently 4-1-ing. Well, maybe I could 3-2, I suppose, but we're pretty consistently 4-1-ing these events, and usually they're losses to the mirror, funnily enough, most times. So it seems like Blue-White Lotus Field is very good to play in these Explore events. I'm playing this Friday. Okay. Yep. It's not a Thoughtseize deck. Good start so far. What we got? Lieutenant. Where's the Dork? Attacks for 2. So here I'll play a Thespian stage and play it. And the reason we play it out here is because there's nothing they can have on the next turn that threatens our Proctor, and our Proctor actually hurts their ETBs. Sure. So they can attack for 3. We'll not block. Okay, we will play Lotus Field. We will decline. We will foretell. No attacks and pass. Sure. We will block here. Okay, so we'll play Island, Wrath, and pass. Being able to copy Lotus Field. Sure. 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 Okay. Just play that tap and say go. Here our play is probably going to be away from that Mutavault or Slurvan with the team. We will exile the Mutavault. The reason we exile instead of making a token is they can give things pro white, so we'd rather not that be a thing. And also the Mutavault really important for us to get rid of. Because it's one of the few cards that they have that just can
Let me show you.
go after a Wrath. So we just stay at the same life total. Okay. We are going to deluge here. We don't want another Lotus Field, I don't think. We definitely want another copy land, or probably the channel land. Sure. Here we will go Farewell Not on Graveyards. Thespian stage plus 0 targets. And into the turn.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Game 1. We had a really great hand there. I mean, there wasn't really much to say there. Our hand just kind of did everything we wanted it to do. Here, though, we don't really have much in the sideboard. I mean, we could bring in the Absorbs if we really want to, but that's kind of not that great against a deck that plays Thalia. So realistically, we just want to bring in the March. Our deck's already pretty decent against what they're doing. We just cut a Deluge here. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can cut it to Fairy if you like instead of the Deluge. Just depends on your preference. But this is a removal spell on a stick, so that's my choice here. Yeah, our matchup's a lot better. I mean, it was already decent against humans with some of the other lists we played. Strict Parcher gives you a lot in that match, but adding the ability to have multiple 2-mana removal spells at our disposal, which, I mean, sometimes are 3 mana against, like, Thalia and stuff like that, but it's still really, really good. So, currently we have 6 removal spells, spot removal spells, plus 5 Wraths. Not bad. Again, our hand does the thing. Not much to say here. We're going to keep. That's an interesting lane to start on. Thalia. Can't think of another 2-drop that they'd be. Yeah, Thalia. That's fine. We'll play a Plains and play Strict Proctor. Another Mutavault, okay. Sure. That didn't get in for 3. Yeah, no blocks. Oh, that's almost good. Unfortunately, we have no other play, so we'll just pass the turn on back. But they do have multiple Mutavaults, which is scary given the current board state. Bet you they have Thalia's Lieutenant and they're wondering what's worth. Sure. That makes the most amount of sense. That's the most aggressive line they can have. So I think here it is simply play this on the Coppercoat Vanguard, which I'm pretty sure other wards humans. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then we play a tap land. Actually, I think we do play this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I think I'd rather play this one though, because we want the ability to possibly hold up Discon in the next turn. Yeah, I assumed to just activate Mutavault, get in there with everybody but Thalia. Ah. Well, block here and make you do it. Sure. So we can do that, and then we'll take 4 down to 2. Question is that worth it? don't know that it is. So I think what I'll do is I will just end the turn. Because if anything goes horribly wrong, I can always discontinuity. It's a tough one, though. Like, we are definitely not favored right now. Okay, they're just going to activate the Mutavaults. Okay, sending in the doors. So I think here we will, because they probably have the thing that gives pro-white. That is my assumption. If they do that, they put us to 2. That's the only line that would make any sense. It would cost them all their mana. They'd still leave this up. I actually think we just block and let this happen. Because I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to set it up so that they... So we got it to Fairy, and we got a Wandering Emperor. That is perfect. That's exactly what we need to hit. That's also a good hit. So I think the first thing we're going to do is play Lotus Field. We'll decline. We'll go 3, 4, 5. Yep. We'll play Fairy. We'll plus.
This isn't a fight. You know what? I'm not done.
That was really good. So no attacks. Go to instep. Untap both Lotus Fields. Now they can activate the Mutavaults. Try to get in there. We have the Wandering Emperor to exile one of them, going back up to 6. We also have discontinuity if things get really hairy. Then if we can survive for our next turn, we just land the Dream Trawler and it's game over. Sure. Okay, you've activated the Mutavault. What now, buddy? They could also have the channel land. That also might be something they're thinking about. Trying to get me to block with it to channel to take out the Strict Proctor. Okay, so then they attack with these two. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. This is not going to work out the way they think it does. Okay, I'm going to flash Reaper.
Run away. You'll be safer.
If they concede, that makes sense.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Alright, we got there. Okay. Claim our reward here. Let's see what we get. Revitalize, huh? Ooh, Pestilent Cauldron if we want to play mono green. That's important. Ooh, rare wild card, not bad. Not really good on that one. Okay. So let's talk about the deck, I guess. So you heard my thoughts on that. So the deck does feel really good. It seems like it's pretty well positioned against humans, especially now that we have these spot removal spells. And I will say specifically on Virtue of Persistence, or specifically Lockfane Scorn, I guess, is the card you're actually casting most of the time. That card has been good. It has been really solid. I'm not sure if the number is 3 or 2. It is very good though. The life gain really matters against these aggressive matchups or against like black red sack, and that was what I was continuing to have a bit of a problem with there for a while. I think your main deck and sideboard can deal with mono green devotion pretty well. You're decent against the control mirror as long as they're not. When I say control mirror, I mean just like other control decks. But against specifically the mirror, it's a crapshoot. I mean, it's a coin toss of who gets to do the thing first and who gets the thought distortion or whatever first. Like that's it. Who's the better player? I mean, that obviously matters a lot, but at the same time, some draws are just some draws. So you can't be too prepared for the mirror outside of what's in here. But yeah, I do think that Locthwain Scorn is a solid card and a solid choice in the deck, and I think it definitely goes in the list of cards that you want to consider if you're going to play the style of deck. Now, do I think it should be 3 Virtue and 2 Fateful Absence? Again, I'm not sure on the numbers yet. That could change. Right now, I just think spot removal is more important than having multiple Wraths, so that's why I cut down on the Doom Scars to make room for this. I also feel like if we could somehow fit a 3rd Shock Typhoon, that'd be awesome, but right now I don't know what else to cut. I think you have to have 5 draw spells because the popularity of Black Red XX, you lose too many cards from their discard effects to not have 5 ways to draw. I mean, Teferi, cantrips your return, but it's usually not going to stay around very long, and if it does, you've already won that game usually anyway. Most of the time you need this to kind of accelerate your game plan and dig and keep the cards flowing, so that's really important. The one main deck Dream Trawler, it's kind of a hit or a miss. It's one of those cards where I can see arguments on both sides to whether or not it should still be main deck. It's really, really good when it's good, and it's very mediocre otherwise. It's fine. It's never like terrible, but it's like against mono green specifically, it's laughable. Though I will say I have won a few games off of it, but it's unlikely to be the card that you won against that specific matchup. And given the popularity of the black red X archetypes plus mono green, you definitely want to be okay against him. But I think as a 1-of for right now, I think it's fine. I think the list is solid. Sideboard, I'm not 100% sure on. The Absorbs, I'm still not sold on. I've been testing them. Again, it was a way to hedge my bets against Black-Red specifically because I was just losing so much life against them so fast. I just didn't have a time to do anything. Pithing Needle's kind of similar. Like, Pithing Needle's very good at shutting down Karn in the mono-green matchup if you're able to get it. But they do have answers to it. Have their channel lands that they can use to be able to get rid of it. But otherwise, I think the Pithing Needles are mostly fine. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 Thought Distortion. Like, we already have so many things against control decks. Best thing is to kind of maybe hedge our bets and not play 2 because we're already playing the Hullbreaker Horror as well. And you do want to open up more slots to be able to take on more aggressive matchups. Absorbs could be cut for anything. Again, if they've just been being tested, they're not really serious cards you have to play. I've just been mostly testing it, seeing how I like it, because I wanted some extra life gain effects against Black-Red Sack. With this card, maybe we don't need it anymore. We can cut this and make room for some actual sideboard pieces that might be more useful, like more Aether Gust or what have you, depending on what you feel like you're having trouble with in the matchup. But otherwise, I think the deck's being strong. I am going to do a few more videos with blue-white, but I also am not going to just do blue-white. The other deck I really want to test for regionals is going to be some variant of the creativity deck. I'm not sure which one yet. One of my good friends is really trying to sell me on the black-red version. I'm not so sold on it. I think the blue-red shell is just better. I'd rather have counterspells and interaction for what my opponent's trying to do to stop me than I would to have Thoughtseize. That's just my personal preference. But then again, as I said on this channel from other videos, like the History Modern series I do, I'm not a big fan of Jund-style decks, and it just turns it into a Jund-style deck, which not my style of play. But regardless, we'll see. I'm going to definitely start testing some creativity lists as well. I'm just trying to get this list as rock solid as I can beforehand so that I know kind of the groundworks to build upon to know exactly where to go. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed our video today, and thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.